Guys, I'm back. I thought we would do Deuteronomy 32 today. That's the song of Moses, and that is the song of the overcomers. Before we get into it, I don't know what was going on with the account or whatever, and videos were getting blocked or taken down, but it doesn't matter regardless, you guys. I'm going to keep teaching, like I said. I'll keep bringing stuff to you. My favorite thing to give you guys is the Bible, because I feel the Spirit as I'm reading and I'm bringing it to you. So we also hear about Deuteronomy 32 and Revelation 15:3, and we'll turn to there in a minute. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth, my doctrine, and that's erika, and that's good teachings. So let's read it like that. My good teaching shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain under the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. So see, we got tender, and then we got some grass, we got some little ones. Just remember in Revelation, like we had went through, if you guys have seen my other videos, it talks about when Satan's released, it says, hurt not the grass, hurt not the trees, because Satan's coming pretending to be Christ, you guys, returns, and it's a trick. We've got to wait, okay, and he can spiritually tempt you, and that's why we'll be delivered up to death, because Satan is death. He's the first one that was sentenced to death, and I've been through that in my other videos. If you haven't seen that, go back and check those out. And if you guys didn't also know that we got 3 rains, and that's in horticulture, or agriculture, excuse me. And there's 3 stages of rain. You've got that early rain to get the seeds to grow its roots and sink in, and then you've got the former rain, or what the rain of the present, and that comes in and that causes it to grow. And then if you don't have that latter rain, it's not going to finish producing that fruit or the vegetable. It's not going to grow into strength. Okay, you guys? And God's promised latter rain. And in my personal opinion, he started pouring this out at least last year. Last Passover, I felt the Spirit get stronger. But anyway, this is the time. Anytime now is the rain. That's why you have teachers. God promised teachers at the end time. I couldn't believe to see how many people were teaching on YouTube, and it touched my heart, and I love it, because people are taking independent, and then like I've taught you guys about the churches, we're independent, and we're all together. And like I said, I'm teaching people to be free. They've taught to try to dampen your spirit and try to teach you not to be one of the overcomers in this song. They want to keep you from singing this at the end. They're trying to make you feel bad because you might do this or you might do that. Oh no, well, it says go over some things. Oh no, I smoke cigarettes. Oh, you're bad. You're going to hell. No, if you smoke cigarettes, you're not going to hell. It's a so-called sin against your health, so to speak. Just like it tells you not to eat ham also. But if you eat ham, you're not going to hell. It's just a sin against your health. It may cause you to get sick. It may cause you to not be healthy. And that's what God was saying. And just like when we sang, guys, we're not the one out here poisoning people. We're not the ones out here killing people. Not us, because we love Father, because He's good to us, and our God is awesome, and He promised to be with us through this to the very end. Verse 3, because I will publish the name of the Lord, ascribe ye greatness unto our God. He is the rock, and that's big R, and Satan's the little rock, or little r, little rock, and that's Tyrus, the king of Tyrus that we read about in Ezekiel. His work is perfect, for all His ways are judgment. A God of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is He. God is fair, you guys. He always gives what you deserve. It's a two-edged sword. And that's why that's the sword of the Lord. It cuts both ways. And iniquity, just when we read, that's what it says, without iniquity. And that was what was found inside Satan, and that's why he fell. His iniquity was sin. He got prideful, and he wanted to sit on that mercy seat. He wanted to lead. He was a type of angelic Hitler. He wanted to test you till you wasn't no more, because once he wanted to keep testing you and testing you, he only wanted the elite angelics. Matthew 13, Matthew 24, John 8:44, and Mark 13, and it's all about Satan's children. And it says, they have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of the children, of his children, and are a perverse and crooked generation. And just like Christ said, oh, ye crooked and perverse generation of vipers. See, there was some that were evil then, and there's some that's going to be evil now, in the sense that there's people that were on Satan's side and fought against God. They have to be presented while Satan is here on earth to see if they're going to choose Satan's side again. And that's what a lot of people are in right now. And that was people of all races that fought against God, and there's people of all races that stood for God. And there's people of all races that stood there and did nothing. That's the thirds, you guys. In Revelation, he drew 1/3 of the sons of God. That's an angelic state, pointing you to the first earth age. I got first earth age videos if you haven't seen them. And why am I here? Do ye this requite the Lord, O foolish people and unwise? Is not he thy father that has brought thee? Has he not made thee and established thee? Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee the elders, and they will tell thee. Wisdom comes from God, you guys. And the elders are is this word. This is the prophets, the 12. We've got a whole book of elders here to check. That's the church. That's when we have a problem. That's who we take it to. We take it to the Bible, and then we see if we can find the word. And then what does church law say if we've got a problem? And then what happens if we take it to, where do we go next? We take it to God. We should, every time we open the word, we're with God. So something to remember. In this generation, you guys, this is the people that's out there doing the evils. So they're killing people, knocking people off, and the whole deal that you know what's going on. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. And sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people, and this one's pointing to Eth Ha-Adam, which is the bloodline of Christ, and Revelation 3:10, the key of David, Church of Philadelphia reference. 9. For the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob. And see, that was later Israel. And this, when you see that, that's everybody's trouble, you guys. So that means you. And then, like I said, regardless of color, creed, religion, or race, whatever, Israel is Israel. It's whomever will. Open door. For the Lord's portion is his people Jacob, is the lot of his inheritance, Emmanuel, God with us. 10. He found him in the desert land and in the waste, howling wilderness. He led him about, he instructed him. He kept him in the apple of his eye. And this word kept here, you guys, is surround with protection. It's UWR, to open the eyes, to wake up, is this the stirreth up that we'll talk about in verse 11 also. And almost out of time, so we'll have to get on that one. The next one, Deuteronomy 32, verse 11, we'll pick it up.